the power of discipline and how it can change your life. I'm Deacon Ken, and welcome to the Divine Life and the Divine Journey. I'm doing something a little bit different today. First time I've combined the journey and the life together. I'm talking about discipline and how discipline can change who we are, what we do, and how important it is in both the divine life as we practice the life and in the journey. The discipline that's required for us to get through, whether it's 10 days, 20 days, 40 days, or 400. You can't do any of it without discipline. The rule for today of the 5 rules of discipleship is rule number 4, love and service to others. Express your discipleship through radical, self-giving service. The measure of your love for God is inspirable from the love you extend to those around you. The verse is, "By this everyone will know that you are one of my disciples, if you love one another." That's from John chapter 13. John would go on to say in 1 John that they will know you. Whoever claims to abide in him must walk as Jesus walked. It's going to be important. Remember that verse in a couple minutes. So as we talk about discipline, I came across a story of a man who I think could not be a better example of what discipline can do for one in the course of their life. It's 1983 in Australia, and I want to introduce you to a man by the name of Cliff Young. He was 61 years old, and he came to the grueling ultramarathon of 544 miles going from Sydney to Melbourne. He didn't come like the other runners. He didn't have sponsors. He didn't have a team of people that were there to help him get through the grueling 544 miles. He didn't come wearing shorts and shirt with whatever brand of shoe one would wear to run 544 miles. He came in overalls and his rubber galoshes, the things that he wore on the 2,000-acre sheep farm that he came from. No one knew his story. They just saw this man show up for the race, and they thought it was a joke. The reporters laughed at him. The other runners looked at him and said, "Great that he's here. I'm sure he's going to drop out within the first 4 or 5 hours." Cliff knew differently. They didn't know that he spent his entire life chasing sheep, chasing after the sheep that had left the flock. Does that sound familiar? So Cliff, in his overalls and his rubber galoshes, started the race with everyone else. Again, the reporters laughed at him because he had this unique flat-footed shuffle, and they thought he's never going to make it. Cliff didn't get the memo that said, you run for 18 hours, you sleep for 6. Cliff just started doing his Cliff shuffle, and he did that through the night, and he did it in the way that he had always done it, chasing sheep, regardless of the weather, whether it was a bright sunny day or a rainstorm. He knew he had to bring that lost sheep back home, back to the flock. Cliff would end up winning the race. He didn't just win the race. He out everyone by 2 full days. When he got to the end, he didn't even realize he had gotten to the end. Out of his love and concern for his fellow athletes, he took the prize money and distributed it evenly to all of them, except for himself. Cliff didn't do this for accolades. He just wanted to know if he was disciplined enough and capable of doing it. He didn't want the notoriety. He did it because he knew it was a challenge that he thought he had the discipline in his life to complete the challenge. And he did. So it is with you and me. Do we have the discipline necessary to walk in a way that others will look at us and say, he must be a disciple, or she must be a disciple? Do we have the discipline to love others as we would like to be loved? As I embark on this journey, today was day 24, as I said, 376 days to go. It's going to require a great deal of discipline from me. One of the things I hope to accomplish, I've had a desire and a mission to do something my late father did. I'll never forget this. I was a kid. I was probably 8 years old. My dad was in the Army, and one day in the backyard with my brother Terry and I watched my dad do 100 push-ups. I said, I want to do that someday. It's not too late for me. And as part of what I'm doing in my daily body weight workouts, that's one of my goals, is to have the discipline to do this every day, so that at some point in time, when I'm recording one of my workouts, you guys can watch me do 100 push-ups. I won't make you watch the whole thing. You'll get the drift. I want to have the discipline of improving my prayer life. I want to have the discipline of being an example to others about what is possible. Again, I'm not doing this for me. My goal is to inspire others to grow closer to Christ. So, the question for each of us, as we are on this journey in life, whether you become part of the Divine Journey community, or you are a devout disciple trying to grow more Christ-like every day, we have to ask ourselves, what are 3 disciplines that I can incorporate into my life that will make me a better disciple, that will lead others to want what you have because of what they see in you? What are 3 disciplines that you can commit to? When they looked at the Cliff Shuffle, as it became known, they marveled at how efficient his movements were. And it became a thing, the Cliff Young Shuffle. So, as we read in John, if we walk in the way that Christ walked, people will know us. As we go forward, walking as Christ would walk, we have to ask ourselves, what are we being built into, and who are we doing it for? Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Please continue to like, subscribe, and do share. Until we meet again, may the peace of Christ be with you today and always.